All right, hello to all of my viewers out there. Jabbar Brown here. Today's lesson will be by the Clark sisters, Twinkie Clark with the Clark sisters, live in Charlotte, to be exact. All right, so they did an older song, "Endow Me," and we'll be in the key of B flat, and I am playing the Roland RD 700 SX. The sound that I'm going to use for this lesson is the SX E piano, which is electric piano 1. I also have the Superior Grand. All right. All right. So. All right. So what I'm going to do, I also made a track. I will try to get around to that and show a few examples. What I'm going to do now is play through just a little bit of it without the track, and then we'll come back and we'll break down some chords. Now for this lesson, we want to take more of an advanced approach. All right, so let's get started. So in the beginning, we start with G. What we want to do here is flam from our F. So we flam from our F to our G, B flat, C. All right, now immediately after the C, we want to go into a chord. Okay, the chord is D in my left hand, E flat, G, B flat, and D in the right hand. And what you want to do right there is kind of stab that chord, or hit the chord if you will, and we want to go to, so several ways, at least a few ways to approach this. All right, no doubt as he was playing, he took different approaches. It wasn't always the same chord. All right, and perhaps we'll get into some substitutions or something of sort in just a moment. But immediately after this, all right, so we have in the left hand, I'm going to play G, B flat, and D. All right, in the right hand, I want to play two chords, the G, B flat, and D. All right, and I want to go to F, A, and C. All right, I want to sustain my left hand chord. All right, and we'll isolate the first one. All right, and once again, we have another chord that we'll hit on, and that is E flat, G, B flat, and D in the left hand. The right hand, let's put our thumb on F and G, the B flat, D, and the F. All right, and sometimes I'll do my thumb on C and D. Just a personal preference. All right, now, so we go back into the same thing. The only difference is, excuse me, we'll either use, okay, or going back into it, we'll start with the B flat. All right, so we just kind of play around with that in the beginning. All right, all right. So we're continuing to do that. All right. Now also, what happens, all right, so as we get ready to go into the song, all right, one of the movements that I want to go over is this one right here. So on the left hand, we want to take the B flat, start there, all right, and the only thing we're going to do is go, all right, B flat, C, and D, and back to the C. All right, in the right hand, simultaneously, we want to start with the G. All right, and this movement is G, A, B flat, and back to the A. Okay, right, so let's back up just a tad bit now. All right, they're going to repeat this chord. All right, with the power. All right, and then we go into the movement. All right, so I'm going to start with the D, E flat. All right, then we want to land on a chord here. All right, our left hand, we can use F. All right, and let's take, in the right hand, put our thumb on F and G, B flat, D, and F. So this chord will probably be used in the right hand several times throughout the song. All right, and then we want to walk up. All right, all right, all right. So after that, let's take a few simple chords: G and D in the left hand, F, B flat in the right hand. All right, to A and F in the left hand, G and C in the right hand. All right. All right, let's put emphasis on the E flat. All right, and left hand, B flat, D, and F, basically, you know, B flat major. And the right hand, what I want to do is take 2 fingers right here, B flat and D. All right, and that's basically the beginning. All right. Now, what we can do is take a simple movement here. The main thing here is to get the turnaround. All right. So we have, let's go with, let's flam from our C to D, F. All right. In the left hand, we have G. The right hand is A flat, C, E flat, and G. All right. Now, here's a couple of things that we can do. We can take B flat, D, and F in the left hand, A flat, C, D, and F in the right hand. All right. And then we go back to endow me, which is E flat. And once again, that familiar chord with the thumb on the G and the F, B flat, D, and F. All right. So let's back up just a tad. All right. Now we could take the A flat out and we could just go with the B flat, C, D, and F. So it's a personal preference. All right, endow me. All right, and let's keep moving. All right. Okay. So right here we have the D and the G flat in the left hand, C, F, and B. So some of these chords, they kind of hold them for a long time. All right. So endow me. Now you'll notice I changed my chord. The lower my octave is, all right, the dynamics of my chord will change. So being at this register, I'm only going to use E flat, B flat, and E flat in the left hand. Now if I move up, I'll use the same chord in the right hand, all right, but my left hand will change to the E flat, G, B flat, and D. All right, and then we move here. Okay, now we're going to the walk down, and this will be used several times as well throughout the song. All right, now we have, let's take the G, D, and G again in the left hand. The right hand, let's take A, B flat, D, and F. E flat low and high with the B flat in the middle. All right, the right hand, let's use G, C, D, and G. D low and high with the A in the middle in the left hand. All right, our right hand is F, B flat, let's throw in the C and the F. All right, endow me. All right. All right, now here's one of those chords that we can kind of switch around just a little bit. All right, we already went over this one. All right, now another option to approach this chord is to take the C, E flat, and the G in the left hand. The right hand, let's take B flat, D, and F. All right, but the object here is to flam off of the C to the D. right, so something that we can do, all right, all right, endow me. All right, we can take this approach. All right, we'll walk up with the E flat F, E flat E, and then the F, and then we're back to that change. Remember, we have a couple of options there. All right, here's one thing that we can do. All right, we can walk up from the E flat. All right, so let's take E flat, G, B flat in the left hand. All right, and let's take D, F, G, and B flat. Now we can either go E and C in the left hand, D, G, and C in the right hand, or, all right, we could take the E and the A flat in the left hand, all right, and keep the right hand the same, all right. We go back into the same change. Okay, now what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do is walk up, starting with the C. All right. So after we do all that, all right. So let's take the C, E flat, and the G in the left hand, the G. In the right hand, let's take the B flat and the E flat. All right. Now let's take the D and the B flat in the left hand, C and F in the right hand. All right. Endow me. Okay. All right. There, I think I used F and G at the top there. All right. So let's back up a little bit. All right, so let's move forward just a tad bit now. All right, so now that we've done the walk up, all right, so let's move to, all right, let's move here. All right, 3 chords. All right, they do fairly quickly. So we have the D, A, and the D in the left hand. The right hand, let's use the F, B flat, C, and F again. All right, C low and high with the G in the middle. In the left hand, the right hand, E flat, A flat, B flat, and the E flat again. All right, now, again, I'm at a lower range here, so I want to use the B flat low and high. All right, now if I come up just a tad bit, I can use the B flat and the F in the left hand. So it just depends on the positioning. Now in the right hand, my thumb is on A flat, B flat, C, E flat, and G. All right. And then we go back to okay, so as you progress in the song, all right, so we have the same chord there over the D. And then we have the same movement. All right. All right, we also okay. All right, so everything is basically the same there. All right, the walk downs, all right, the walk ups as we did. All right, All right, so here we go now again, another movement. Okay, so let's back up just a tad bit. All right. Okay, now the walk down. All right. So we have, let's just take, let's isolate the D, C. All right, and let's go with, here's a couple of options. We could go with the B and the E flat in the left hand, A, D, and G in the right hand. All right, or we could simplify it just a little bit, excuse me. All right, with the B and the G. All right. Okay, and then we go back to familiar chord again with the E flat. All right. What we want to do is go with the G low and high with the D in the middle. All right. B, E flat, F, and B flat. All right. All right, so now we're back to the same chord. Okay. Now, we're going to move to a different change. So you have this chord already. Now remember, two ways that we can approach it is this way or this way. All right. Now let's go to the movement. All right, let's take in the left hand the bass notes A, D, and G. So we have a movement there. All right. In the right hand, we'll take two different approaches. Let's take over the A. All right. B and C with my thumb. E, G, and B. All right. Now what I want to do is go to the D in my left hand. In my right hand, I'm going to keep my thumb on the B and the C. Then I want to transition to E flat and G flat. All right. Okay. Now I'm highlighting the A in my left hand, but the bass is on G. So I have A in my left hand, B flat, D, F, and A. Now the other way to approach that turn, all right, is to take, let's just take, left hand will be the same. The right hand will take G, B, C, and E. All right. Let's take, all right, let's take D, still the same in the left hand. Let's take the G flat, B, and the E flat. All right, let's take that, and then we can go with the G in the left hand, A, B flat, D, and F in the right hand. All right. And we could also throw in the, when we go back to the D, let's take the same chord again. Remember we did. All right. All right, we can kind of do that again. All right. Now, what happens is we basically take the same chords. All right, here we go. All right, so we're just walking down. We take the same chords. All right. All right. And we just kind of repeat this with the power. All right. All right, with the power. of the Holy Ghost. All right. All right. So just kind of playing around with the same chords. All right. Then there's a moment where they're going back and forth from this chord all right. Basically now they're just going to go from, and we could take the same chords, the same structure, kind of mix it up. All right. All right. This time I took the G flat and the C in the left hand, F, B flat, and D in the right hand. All right. And we'll change it up just a bit. All right. Now we have F, A, B flat, D in the left hand. The right hand, I want to use F, A, and C, but I want to flam off of my G to my A. All right. Here's a movement that we could use. All right. Let's start with it, and this is not really in there, just kind of throw it in. F, E, E flat, D. A, F, G. All right. Let's see. All right, let's try it that way. All right. F, G. Flam off the D to the E. C, D. So that's just something extra, all right? But basically, we just continue to do the same thing. All right. All right, back and forth. So now they're at the point where they're kind of ad-libbing, send it on down. All right, send your anointing. All right, send it on. All right, back and forth. All right. All right, so I would recommend we kind of keep it between this chord and this chord here. Those two different variations. Now you could also take the B flat, D, E flat, G in the left hand, and again we put emphasis on the D, but we flam from our C. All right. Right. And you could actually do the same thing that we did in the beginning, where we took all right, just a point where you can just have fun. All right. Again, at this point as well, it's all about ad-libbing and maintaining this pocket. All right. So let's move forward just a bit more. All right. So let's move to the very last part of the song. Basically, with the power. All right. We're basically taking the same thing. All right. All right. I went from the C, and we still use the same chord in the right hand. All right. And then we transition to F. All right, we can do the same movement. All right, but as we close everything out, all right, let's go with G flat and D flat in the left hand. All right, F, A flat, B flat, and D flat in the right hand. Now, if we move up an octave, all right, we could take a different approach. Let's try. All right, so we can spread it out just a little bit more. We have G flat, A flat, B flat, and D flat. In the left hand, the right hand, we could use F, B flat, and D flat, and as well as F. All right. Let's take all right, A flat, D flat, and E flat in the left hand. The right hand, G, B flat, D, excuse me, G, B flat, C, and E flat. Or we could take out the G, and then we have A flat, C, and E flat in the left, A flat, B flat, C, and E flat in the right. So either way. And then we're back at home. All right. And this basically wraps up the tutorial. So what I'm going to do now is just play a tad bit of a section with the track. The track is very simple. Nothing over the top, nothing extra fancy, just a basic, simple track. Now, I don't believe that they used a track for this song, but it was mainly just kind of going by feel. All right, so let's play a little bit here. All right. Very simple, very cool, simple chords. Real laid back. Alright, so we'll just kind of go through it one more time. So hopefully this tutorial has been a blessing to you again. Took an older song by the Clark sisters, and this was when they were live and in Charlotte. We played the Roland RD700SX with the SX electric piano. We didn't really get around to using the Superior Grand piano. Sort of changes the dynamics or the vibe of the song just a little bit, but nevertheless, still sounds exceptionally well. All right. All right. So again, until the next time, you guys be blessed. Hopefully this tutorial has been a blessing to you. Jabbar Brown signing out.